For the pauses made by Sen, they're just going to wait this one out for the util, still holding it down, go spam it away, still adjustment from Sassy, it's good. Leaves it just down to Meteor. 1v3 here for our pistol. Can he do it? First obstacle removed. Plenty more where that came from though, revealed up just in the last few minutes, reloads off. Turret up, catches one of the contacts, but Sentinels not willing to give them too much of a fight here. Sassy's so wide out into the open, 14 HP. Turret still up. Tens us to break this one. A single shot will do it. Meteor.
So earlier today, Sentinels got pretty much destroyed by GEN.G, and you see it didn't start well for them in that first round there, losing a 1v3. But we're actually not even going to take a look at that side of the map. We are going to take a look at Haven, but we're going to take a look at Sentinels' defensive side because it didn't go great. But just before we get into that, today's video is sponsored by the Gosu Academy. And the Gosu Academy is the place where you can learn from top coaches and even top ex-players like Curry. And right now there is a summer sale going on for the Curry Academy at just $49. And with that, you'll get access to all of the usual Gosu Academy stuff, like VOD review sessions and custom 10-mans with other players who are trying to improve. But you'll also get access to the Curry exclusive events. This includes such things like a weekly class from Curry, some VOD review sessions by him, and a bi-weekly 10-man session as well. But if that's not for your liking and you want to give the Gosu Academy a try first before paying any money, then you can still get a 30-day free trial by using my link in the description, which will be the second link. And you can get 30 days of trying the Gosu Academy for free. So whether you want to learn from an ex-pro or just trying to get better at the game and see what the Gosu Academy is all about, use either of the links in the descriptions to find what's best for you, because the Gosu Academy has the answer. So let's dive into this game then. We're going to start with the attacking pistol round here, and what you're going to see straight away is basically just the power of Viper on Haven. I think that this is just, I've been a big proponent of Viper on Haven. If you've been watching this channel, you'll know, but you're going to see a lot of value from the Viper here on Haven with this wall across A like that. This is a very, very strange pistol round, not one that you often see ones go like this. They come into B, as you can see here, GEN.G. They tap the spike, they then leave. Then when they tap the spike, that gives these two the ability to then lurk up on both sides of the map. A very, very weird pistol round. We then actually get Meteor dying here to Zelsids, but on the other side of the map, you've got Munchkin lurking all the way up, so they threaten to do this C-split, do GEN.G. They threaten like, hey, we're going to do a C-split now after tapping the spike on B, which is quite a normal thing. It drags out these rotates, but take a look at Munchkin because he's lurked all the way up on towards A, and Sentinels are going to give up a free kill here. John's going to tuck himself into short, which is a fairly normal play to potentially do at this point, but he doesn't realize that Munchkin is already all the way up here on A. He gets a free kill, and again, there is just no way that Sentinels knew how to deal with this, right? They even started with a 3-stack here, but generally what you will see on Haven is teams get, you know, aggressive towards lobby and get eyes on this kind of area so they can see what's going on, but obviously with the Viper wall, you can never tell what's going on, and particularly against a breach comp like this. Look, I've made it clear as well before that Breach's win rate on some of these maps where Breach commonly gets picked is way lower than you might expect it to be. And I think that this game is a very good example of why that is the case, because basically the reason that you play, you know, a strong part of Breach's kit on this map is to stun down here early on and, you know, deny space early on to the attackers towards a lobby. But against this Viper wall, it's just not that useful, to be honest. And we see constantly rounds like this one, where Munchkin was, you know, there was no stun early on. They were able to let Munchkin just walk up in a lobby, take the space, you know, get a free kill, walk in like this, and now we're playing 4v4. Oh, and we have a Viper orb that you have to now get through.
They come online, 17 seconds until the dart. Not too sure for the fault line. Dash still available. See if for Zekken in the back pocket. They're worried about these flanking players as well. Might find it difficult to get through, at least with this orb, but as soon as it goes down, you might see them take that timing. They are so concerned about these mid flanks.
Not ready yet.
And now the time to strike is here. GEN.G's way ahead of it, inside the smoke. Any sort of timings the Sentinels were looking to try and take, they've missed it. Already takes just still. Sassy, that's 2. They need more than that. And no one from GEN.G is willing to even give him it. Ice cold from them, a tap onto the spike, no one out into the open, he has to stick it for the only win con, GEN.G.
And now let's skip ahead to round 16, the first full gun round here, and take a look at Sentinel's setup, right? We've got the Omen and the Sova out here towards A. Are these two able to do anything to stop Munchkin walking in A main on his own, right? Just with the wall up, creating pressure? Absolutely not. right? We send in a shock dart, Munchkin just, you know, avoids it, and now he's creating pressure, right? And now we don't know what they're doing. You know, we're kind of in a bit of a weird spot. These two have to stay here. And again, the idea of Haven as a map is that you want ideally for one guy to just be watching all of this. You know, again, from this A lobby area, this is still quite far away from the site, giving you still time to potentially flood back in if you can get there. Right, but with this, we have to keep 2 players here, which makes the rest of the map weak as well. And when Gen.G start pressuring elsewhere on the map, eventually someone's going to want to leave, right? Because you don't just want to have like one person watching each space. So when Gen.G do this and they, you know, dog in towards Garage here and they, you know, start pressuring down, oh, look at what's happened, right? We've ended up with this map where Sassy has decided to leave. Munchkin obviously has heard that. He probably knows that the second player is here. But now this second player in Tens is in a big problem because he can't stay here. Like, and this is maybe a bit of a mistake by Tens, but at this point in the round, like, you have to play retake A, right? Sassy thinks about coming back onto the site briefly, kind of allowing Tens to do this, but then Sassy leaves again once they're threatening the C exec here from Gen.G. But now you can't be here, right? Because he could be coming up either way, and you don't know which way to look. Right, so you can't be here where Tens is. You have to just run away, which he is in the process of doing, but he's trying to smoke at the same time, and so then this happens.
There's absolutely no way Munchkin can be blessed like this once more. He's working magic over towards the A site. We're watching a bloody repeat. He's opened it up and calls for the TP. Immediate pivot. Caron, he's straight there with him. Turret broken down into mid here, but the A site is theirs. Now with texture removing John. The mid avenue completely opened up. Uncertainty into the back of Sentinels' minds, but they want to go this one thick and fast. Playing forwards here, at least with a dart in hand, and the rifles are not doing enough. It's Sassy and Zelsis up against the world. They're not being given even an easy fight in the slightest. The movement ajar, forced to save. Zelsis backing away.
So, Sentinels, we've got a problem. What are we going to do? Well, let's take a look at the next gun round, round number 18. And if you're Gen.G at this point, you know, well, okay, this time they have 3 players out towards A. And you know they're going to put a priority on this, right? You know that this time, eventually, they're going to have to try and fight that. They can't just leave you to do whatever you want. So what do we do as Gen.G? Well, we just decide, well, let's just do a C-split, right? We're not going to lurk here anymore, right? Munchkin's not here, but this is the thing. Look at this. This Viper wall keeps 3 guys here. And this is Sentinel's big problem as well that they had in this game, that even when they have 3 people there, they were playing too scared, right? At a certain point, you've got to say, hey, we've got 3 guys here. We can't afford to just waste 3 players sitting here doing nothing, right? You just can't have this. You're going to lose, right? Against any decent team, you're going to lose. And Gen.G are more than a decent team. And so now watch, as Gen.G, they're going to do a C-split. And we've just got 2 players on the site. Rotates are, you know, nowhere near. We have no help from these guys whatsoever. We are doomed.
Updraft dash, up and over. Flash to follow it up as well. Nobody's in sight lines of texture. It's given up almost entirely, and it's put the squeeze onto the Sentinels player. They heard all that util. They don't know which way to look, and they can't even get the kill drips online. Full line, that's a potential team utility that's just colliding and clashing into them. Hunter's Fury, it's panicked, it's offloaded, and desperation does not work out for Sentinels, not this time. They did not know how to react to that.
Very nice pathing to bring out in a crucial round, and Texture's looking to close it.
And he's just right in his face. Right click, but followed up by Lack here.
And then finally, let's finish with the last round here, round number 21. And this is a masterclass from Gen.G. Again, it's a similar sort of setup here. I mean, they even put the smoke out here towards C to get an ult up here for the Killjoy. Similar sort of setup here from Sentinels, right? The Omen and the Sova. We don't really have any control. This Viper wall is going to come up. It's going to cause us some problems. We don't know what's going on. You know, we're having to play this map kind of not as it's intended to be played, essentially, on this defensive side, right? Where we just got no control. The dog comes out this time. So this time they get a bit of a clue that, you know, when this dog comes out, like, oh, okay, Munchkin probably wasn't here. Otherwise, they wouldn't be dogging that, right? A third player comes over towards A, and they do this lockdown. And this is the thing. They had some crazy lockdowns in this one, Gen.G. And this is obviously a very safe lockdown. It's not going to get destroyed, probably, by utility because it's so far away. But Sentinels are probably thinking, well, this is fine, right? We've got all this space towards the backside still to play on, right? Like, we're not in too bad of a situation here. But now just watch Gen.G, because this is truly quite masterful.
And it's unconventional. Doesn't really stretch all the way out towards this A side. Sassy, drone. Spots it. They're wondering if this is potentially fake pressure. Tens overstaying it, just about escaping. 50 HP though, and now it's being fully committed. The molly at their feet as well. They are separating these players, picking them apart. Nobody is allowed to anger this site. The setup and execute.
Yeah, that is just crazy, crazy good. The lineups here, they've got a Viper Orb lineup for this. They're going to throw a Snake Bite in here as well. So even though you think like, oh, we can chill back here on the backside, well, you can't because you're getting heavy utiled and with a Nano Swarm in there as well. The Omen Flash, I'll just show you on the map. Just really, really good as well. Just, I mean, everything about this, the timing of it, it's so well done, right? That we're going to get the Sky Flash coming out here as well. You see this Omen Flash? I mean, just everything about this is just almost perfect, right? So we're getting Nano Swarm, Viper Molly, Viper Orb here. We're getting Omen Flash over there, Sky Flash coming over the top here to blind anyone who's probably a bit further pushed up. Like, it just unstoppable, literally like unstoppable here from Gen.G. Just so good, right? And those players just have absolutely no chance. And now on a 5v3, they'll close this out.
Nobody is allowed to anger this site. The setup and execute. The pit drop down, man. And Tenza's got to make a play. He's already found it, whipping it around. Meteor, rifle in hand, leaving it to the 2. And only the Blade Storm. A rifle for John QT. They're going to need to be handed a couple of easy kills, but Meteor will not give them